Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Everybody standing for the national anthem of the Netherlands. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and conviction, in tempo even, and that's not a bad thing.
and we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That has been cut short. Reinders. Van der Ven. Brahim Diaz. No, he's not getting past him there. Gravenberg. And it's Denzel Dumfries. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that's a good ball. Unahi. Reinders. Now it's Marlon. Marlon couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely ball. Chance! Goal! Morocco! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Number 11.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
El Canous. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Reinders. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Somerville. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against her. And the finish! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Netherlands.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. Well, not the worst attempt.
He's having a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched. Morocco genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Now it's Marlon. Reinders tries to pass it through. Gakpo. Gakpo! Goal, the Netherlands! And the comeback is complete. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
The Netherlands have their lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's a quick one. Somerville. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Marlon. Now it's Reinders. Goes for a shot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
The Netherlands now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mazraoui plays it short. Now the ball in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Reinders. Diop calmly anticipates. He's in a great position here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. He has found the way and he shoots! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Hakimi. That's Brahim Diaz. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left be...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time.
The Netherlands are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
The Netherlands claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
To the field.
So the action resumes. That's going wide left. Mazraoui has the space to scheme. And that is out of play. In towards the back, towering header! And there's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Brahim Diaz has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Gakpo. El Ainawi, and it's El Ainawi. Goes looking wide. El Kanous receives it in a wide position. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
The goal scorer for Morocco. after 54 minutes is number 2, Hakimi.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He is through here. Elainawi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, and the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Goal! Morocco! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Morocco leading now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Van der Ven concedes a free kick for that. Unahi. Oh, good spread. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's a goal kick. Reinders looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played in with purpose. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Dumfries. Brahim Diaz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. He's had a shot!
Marlon really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Reinders. This looks promising. Now it's Reinders. Unahi. Over to the right flank. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's picked his way through. Well, we always look the favourite there. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gakpo gets into a good position. That has not gone well.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, that's delightful. Mazraoui. El Kanous. Lovely, now then. He's shifted it to the flank. He's being urged to shoot. Delivers the ball. Well read. And the danger is averted. And it's El Ainawi. Oh, that's superb. Now shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution. El Ainawi picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Ball looks a good one. Plenty. Big chance! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Morocco visibly comfortable, now up by 3. De Jong. Hakimi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's destined for the flank. He's found a way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! Gakpo. Looking for the run. That is ended up in no man's land. Diop.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Played out towards the right wing. He's got away. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Good ball, good take. He's shifting, tries a shot! Mazraoui goes short. Pulls it back. Tries one from range. Rising over the bar. Distributed tidily. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And there goes the final whistle. The Netherlands, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Major stations.